started playing violin when I was 7. I started, well, mainly because like the violin seemed a very natural instrument for me to start, because my father was a violin teacher and in the School of Music of the Federal University in my hometown, Brazil, and he was also the leader of the symphony orchestra of the of the state symphony orchestra in my hometown. So I had this ambition of being a conductor when I was little, and I started having lessons through my father. Certainly, I always had planned to move from Brazil to Europe, and London for me is certainly a great city. It's a city where you really can find everything that's available in the world in here. So it's a city where there's a lot of tradition, there's a lot of history, and you can certainly observe this around and feel the art, the rush, the atmosphere of a great working city. I think the UK nowadays is in a very good position, especially the Royal College of Music, where I'm studying now. The RCM is certainly one of the top conservatoires in Europe. Music is definitely, for me at least, the kind of art form that I identify with most. It is a lot easier to feel, to react with harmonies and with sounds. I always have the thirst to listen to music, to get a new perspective of the pieces I already know, to listen to new kinds of music. So I like to listen to music almost all the time. I listen mainly to European classical music, but also Brazilian music, pop music. But most of the time it's just classical music. Role models, violin-wise, of course, I have great names such as Maxim Weingerov. I really like to listen to him. Henrik Schering, Jascha Heifetz, or David Oistrakh. For me, they represent different aspects of what I like about violin playing. So I get good examples from all of them and try to adopt their good examples into my playing. Violin gives lots of perspective in life. It connects me with great people, great musicians, and I always considered the great musicians to being great people and great men and great women as well. So with the violin, I feel that I have something to give to the world. Without a violin, I will definitely feel now that a part of myself is missing. I have played for many years now, and if I can't play the violin, I will feel like I'm a different person. No, I never wanted to stop. There was always a admiration for music. There was always passion for what I'm doing. That I never stopping playing music, stopping playing the violin never came to my mind at all, and then at any point. Most of my family is in Brazil, and I maintain contact with them. Not too much, but I sometimes I do speak to them. Unfortunately, my father died 3 years ago, but my mother is recently moving to the UK to be closer with me. Yes, I do miss him. But there's also the acceptance that he is, he's not around anymore, and it's for me it's a very easy thing to accept. But yes, I think everyone that knew him, of course, will miss him as well. The best memories, they're usually the ones at home. When he was at home. We would sometimes, watch football together. Also, great memories is when we went fishing and to do other trips around, and of course, when we played together, it's also good memories. His violin I still have, for example. I think that's quite probably that's the closest thing, material wise, that I have to my dad. I feel very successful. I think that the fact that I am in one of the top conservatoires in Europe, and the fact that I have a full scholarship here, and the fact that I have played in Brazil, in England, in Wales, in France, in Italy, in Norway. I played in small cities in Slovenia and Croatia before. I played in a cruise from India to Malaysia, and I'm sure that my father will be very happy to know that I'm in a very good position right now, and that should continue, and to be as productive as possible, and to always have the energy to improve, and to and have the right frame of mind to work very very well at all times, and to present something that is worth looking at, to present something, in my case, to the audience that's worth hearing. There's always challenges with being a great professional, in any profession. And also the fact that, the art that we do, it's very confrontational. You have to be very honest with yourself and with the world around you. And that sometimes can be very, very complicated and complex and very difficult. But the important thing is always to overcome the challenge. Having a girlfriend is really not one of my priorities at the moment. I mean, you get incredible amounts of perhaps love and comfort that you probably get from a girlfriend, from practicing great music. And I mean, the love you feel for humanity is probably perhaps even more important than looking for a girlfriend. I quite like to find inspiration not only in nature, not only in a very natural and primitive environment, but also in sophisticated art, painting, and architecture. I find quite a lot of inspiration in music itself as well. It's always, when you listen to art that's produced by great minds, you always have some a realization, or it always opens your mind in a way. I'm a musician. I want to be a violinist. I always had this ambition of being a conductor as well. So I want to study conducting and have this experience of being a conductor in the future as well.